Whoa, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's up, baby? Y'all already know it's Wednesday. What's happening with it? Y'all see who on time today? Look who on time today, y'all.
Excuse yourself. I ain't on time. I'm 10 minutes early. I've been in there.
What's up? What's up? Let's get them on. Let's get them. Go get them.
Give me my 10-minute earliness props.
Let's get them on here on the ground. Let's get them in the building. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, man? Y'all come in the building, man. Y'all already know, man. We got a full show plan for you guys. A full show plan for you guys, man. Y'all make sure y'all come in the building. What's happening with it, yeah?
How you doing today, man?
How you feeling today, sir?
Oh no, dog. I'm gonna feel good. I can't work 10 minutes early. No, I'm not gonna work early at all. I'll be on time with the time.
How does that feel, man?
So come against that what? I should stay my ass sleep for another 10 minutes. That's what I feel like doing.
What's happening with it? What's up, Trina?
What's up, Trina?
I see you, Trina. What's up, cuz? I see you in the building.
Something?
I see you on the gram. Look, do us a favor, like and share on that gram. And look, if y'all haven't had a chance, go to YouTube and like and subscribe, man. Do us that favor. Shout out to Virginia in the building. What's happening with it? What's up, Trina? How you been doing, cuz? I see you on time. I see you. What's happening with it?
Hey, I told you when I come on time, everybody be on time.
What's up, Shalita? Hugo? What's happening with it?
What's up, Shalita?
I see you.
I'm telling y'all that night. Listen, y'all coming with these names out the ordinary. I'm telling y'all, I'm getting on y'all ass.
Say, bro. I see our big bro. What's up, Snapper?
What's up, Snap?
I see Christopher Salad in the building. What's up, Snap? What's happening with it, dog? What's happening with it, dog?
Football season, high school football season. The band's I've been seeing a few bands out there, though. I've been seeing a few bands out there now.
Yeah, bro. Shout out to young audience, bro. You saw young audience? Shout out to young audience. I saw y'all, Lyndon. I see the program, my brother. Shout out to young audience, man.
Shout out to y'all, man. My dog Red, man. One of my mentors. I was back then in the band, trying to learn something.
What's up? What you say, Snap? You can't call it, you might spoil it. That's what's up, dog.
Hey, dog, about them Saints, dog. What y'all think, bro? I don't know, dog. I might have to renege on my prediction, dog.
What you mean already? God dog it, brother. I mean, man, yay of little feet. Talk to me, sir.
They always have been a slow starting team. Y'all know that from day one. But they got some potential. They gotta just get on the same page. They got some this together. Put more games under their belt together. They're gonna be okay.
Say, bro, it's rough right now, dog. It's rough right now, dog. You know it's rough right now, dog. Like I told you. Huh?
This is week 3, dog. They got 15 more games to go.
Say, bro, and you know it's rough right now, dog. What's up, Brina?
What's up, Brina?
Brina in the building. What's up, Brina? Do us that favor, like and share. Man, look, as y'all come in the building, man, y'all do us that favor. Look, go ahead on and hit the phone 2 times for us. Like and share. That's all we asking. You heard me? Just hit the phone 2 times for us. What's up, Larry? I see Larry Virgil in the building. What's up, Larry? Do us that favor, like and share. Man, hit the phone 2 times. Man, look, bing, bing. That's all we ask. Just hit the phone 2 times. We really appreciate it. And put us in the algorithm and let everybody know that, hey, the All Love Over the show on and people is liking or loving it. That's all we asking y'all to do. Put us in the algorithm. We appreciate that, you heard me? Thank you. What's happening with? Where you at, Larry? What, you in Minnesota?
Well, yeah, Larry be all over the world, huh?
Yeah, Larry be traveling, man.
Larry be all over the place, huh?
Yeah, bro. I'm trying to see who we got in the building, bro. Where y'all at with it, man? It's not where you're from, it's where you're at. Yeah, bro. See, yeah, Kevin, it's a little rough right now. It's a
But you know,
little
like I
rough
said,
right now, though. You know what I mean?
they got to get together. Once they get on the rhythm, once they play a few games under their belt with each other, because you can see they got potential. They're trying to come back. Every game they lost this year been by a touchdown. So
Mm,
they're one less drop away from winning the game. So I think they got
mm,
potential.
mm,
Rattlers know
mm.
they need to.
The
Uh,
boy said, "Oh, all right." The boy said, "Minnesota." Oh, Minneapolis. Minneapolis in the building.
It'd be cold out there, man.
What's up, Felicia? We see the candy lady in the building. What's up, Felicia Lonzo?
What's up, Miss
What's up,
Clarine lady?
candy lady? Look out. See
Miss
the
Candy?
candy lady in the building, man. Look, as y'all come in the building, man, look, do us a favor, like and share. Go ahead, hit the phone 2 times for us. Come on now. Hit the phone 2 times for us.
Who's
Like
that?
and share right quick. We got a great show planned for you guys, man. Look,
Yvonne?
we got 2 guests. We don't got 1 guest. We got 2 guests for you guys, man. Look, today is gonna be an awesome day, an awesome day, man. Look, 1 hour guest is Carver's own class of 1996 on Gregory Jacobs. Yes. Let's clap him up. Clap that up. Clap that up button. Come on, hit the button. Hit the button, man.
I'm hitting it. They ain't doing nothing.
You're a hater.
You
You're
a
a
bunch
hater. You're just a hater.
you a bunch of like 96. Regular 96. But yeah, man, Gregory Jacob will be on the show tonight, man.
You're a hater, dog.
Let's see our Ram family make it out here in this world, man. Listen, we got a lot of entrepreneurs from Carver. Everybody say Carver ain't shit. Different the project. Hey, we got a lot of project people making it big, man.
Yeah, a lot of project people doing great things. What's up, Stephen? I see Hertz detailing in the building. What's up, Stephen? Do the favor, like and share, man. We see a few more y'all came in the building, man. Go ahead on and hit the phone 2 times for us. Bang, bang. We appreciate that. But look, like I said,
Hit that
we
button,
have, man, God damn it, Kevin. Look, we have Gregory Jacobs in the building. We also have Councilwoman. Yes, I said Councilwoman. Cindy Nguyen representing District E. Yes. So we also have her in the building. That's the East. For y'all that's not familiar with the district, but we have an East representative in the building. So y'all get a chance to ask her questions. So get your questions together, homeowners. Get your questions together. We got a District E person in the building. Yes, that's here to answer all y'all questions. So y'all make sure y'all get y'all questions together. She'll be ready to come on about 8:30, 8:45. So look, this is the time to go make sure you get everything prepared to sit down and watch the show. Like I told y'all, we got 2 guests for y'all, and we might have a chance to get the pepper letter in. You see what I'm saying? We might have a chance to get the pepper letter in. You heard my little treat. All depends on how the show is flowing. But look, that's the goal, to have y'all with a full show today. Like I told y'all, we got 2 guests, and they're ready. They already signed up, inked the contract, saying it coming on. So look forward to them. Look, what you got? What's up? Keith Roughneck, man. What's up, Keith Roughneck?
What's
What's
up,
up,
Keith?
Keith? I see you.
94.
What's happening with it?
That's a 9 and a 4.
What's up, Charlie Rush? What's up, big brother? I see you
That's
in
a
the
94.
building.
Got another 94 in the building.
All right. Oh man,
Yeah,
look, y'all make sure y'all like and share. As they coming in, Kevin, make sure they like and share. While you beep and making all that damn noise,
point, dog.
make sure they like and share.
I had no 94s in the bill. I had to go make a call out.
Well,
Say, dog,
I see you real excited.
96
What's
and
up,
we about
Kajalia? I see you, Kajalia. I see you on Instagram. What's happening with it, Kajalia? I see you. Who that is? Brenda Jacob? I see you on Instagram. What's happening with it? I see y'all. Do us a favor. Like and share. You heard me? Go on
Yep.
YouTube. Like and subscribe. We really appreciate it. Do us that favor. What you say, Herb Detailing? What you say? You in Mississippi? What? Oh, you want to talk about the 2 males in Mississippi? Hey, man, what's going on out there in Mississippi, bro? Man, look, bro. Hey. You know that's one of the topics. But since you brought that up, Stephen, right? Let me run off some of the topics right quick, right? Y'all know we want to talk about that Vasquez case, right? Y'all know we gotta talk about the Vasquez case, man. What's going on, man? Why we hearing more and more news about the mother, man? Possibly the children had drugs in the system too.
You know, possibly. It is a sure fact.
What's going on, man? That Vasquez case, man, it's been something. Like I said, it's been unfolding every day, man. More and more news. So you know we're gonna talk about that, right? We also but what's going on with American Trail, man? I mean, Tita trying to travel. Tita trying to look. Y'all go ahead on and release that so I can go ahead on and travel before I do my time.
Lisa, Tita said, "Fuck what y'all talking about? I'm traveling."
Tita said, "I got somewhere to go."
Rumors have it that Tita and her boy got married on the slip.
Hey, bro. I don't know, bro. But like I said,
Just like you should make.
Tita
Why not
trying to
marry
live her life.
Man, Tita said, "Need a meeting." Look what y'all talking about.
Tita trying to live her life, my brother. See, that's what I'm saying. Look, we got a great show. We don't know, bro. They got rumors going on, brother. BG embodied by Brooke, bro, on drugs, but that's rumors, bro. There's rumors. Them people was sleep in the car. The people was taking a nap. It was a long day at the Saints game, and they caught them napping, and boo boo. There go all the rumors, bro. See what I'm saying? People came and take a nap in the car, bro. You see what I'm saying? What's going on?
Listen, the man was exhausted. The man sitting in the back. I'm just trying to figure out why y'all both in the back seat. Let somebody driving y'all around. I don't know. The man was tired. They both lay in the back seat of the car with the sleep. Allegedly.
Oh, what's it, bro? What's going on with the allegedly, bro? It's like, hey, man, they had a long day.
Hey, man, Brooke came out. She showed y'all the videos, them taking pictures of Gail Benson, the dancing dogs, and the train stations, running up and down the field. Why the shit wear you out, dog?
That's what I'm trying to tell you, dog. That's what I'm trying to tell you, dog.
Between that 2 fingernails, that wear you the fuck out, boy.
Stay, bro. I'm just saying, bro. People came and take a nap in the car. What you said, Christopher Sadler? She was sleeping. He was on another planet. What are you talking about, sir? What are you talking about?
Man, he was tired. They had to ran up all up and down the field for the Saints game, trying to show the support for the team. The man got tired.
What are you talking about, y'all? The people with high giraffe ass. What are you? Hey, man, it's a certain thing called fatigue. Hey, man, I see you just jumped in the building. What's happening with it? Do us that favor, like and share. Yeah, say, bro.
Got that high before.
But we will discuss it later on during the show. Like I said, bro. Say, bro, what's going on? But Darius' girlfriend made a mistake and said that that Darius killed Darius. Was that a mistake, bro? This what you was telling me? Talk to me about that, Cal. What happened, bro?
I don't know about a mistake, but she was on a Keith Carroll show I guess she was trying to drop her nuts and realized that she was on the wrong show trying to drop her nuts, and she said that man killed that man. He hid in the woods. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get the audio so y'all can hear for your damn self during the show.
Wow, dog. Wow, dog. Say, bro, what's going on? But that case never been solved. Guy's still missing. They've been stopped looking for him at work. Damn, dog. That's how fast, it's easy it is. They just to forget about us, huh? Just like that. Just like that. What's going on, bro? Huh?
If you're irrelevant, you're irrelevant. So I guess they think he wasn't relevant enough to look for him no more.
Boy, that's cool. Boy, that's cool. Boy, that's cool.
That's another level of cool, dog.
Say, bro, you know what I mean? Look, we also gonna talk about Mr. Charlie Kirk himself. Say, bro, a quick question. Was he a civil rights activist or leader? In your opinion, sir? Was Charlie Kirk a civil rights activist or leader in your opinion?
That man was
because I'm listening.
He was far from being one of those people.
Hey,
I think some things that he touched on probably was true about
Mm,
certain that happened in the black community, but at the end of the day, you still could see the racism in it because
mm,
of black.
mm,
You know.
we also gonna discuss that. We
Okay.
also gonna discuss that, man. We will discuss that. You know what I mean? Because we have Mississippi hangings going on. Some people saying that that's related as a retaliation, and I wonder how that's a retaliation when the person that executed um that unalived Charlie Kirk was actually a Caucasian guy. So how's that retaliation? You know what I mean, bro? It's like I don't know, bro. Misguided anger. I don't know what's going on, but we will talk about that. We will talk about the Charlie Kirk unfortunate situation, right? It was very unfortunate that he got killed. I mean, I believe everybody should be allowed to have freedom of speech. I believe everybody should be allowed to have freedom of speech. We have people um that we follow, that we believe in, right? Some of us, right, that at least we respect his voice. We have Minister Farrakhan, right? And he says some things that he very strong about his opinion, and I don't want nobody to unalive him about his opinion, right? So we will discuss more of this during the show. Like I told y'all, man, we got a full show planned for y'all. Plus, we have two guests. Now, if the guests don't come through, we cocked and loaded, as y'all can see. Plus, we got a pepper left right there in the hole, right there in the chamber, ready. So look, if the guests fall through, as y'all can see, we got a full show plus a pepper letter ready for y'all. So we plan on giving y'all just what y'all deserve, man. A nice, well-rounded, good meal. Y'all already know how we do over here. We eat. We eat over here. What's happening, big brother?
Said, now listen, you know, I think the reason why they're saying retaliation, think about this, they try to make it look like that, but why a person that has so much black people get killed on the East Coast, right? So that's one of the things was everybody saying, look, HBC, right?
Huh?
They were saying that he got killed on a black college campus. That's what making everybody say it's a retaliation thing. It's not a retaliation thing. We ain't kill him on a black college campus.
Mm, yeah, I don't understand it, bro. That's why I said,
It's set up because you got a lot of bad things to say about black folk. Then you go to college killed by a white man, but they ban on the black people still.
right, right. Like I said, misguided anger. We'll discuss it later in the show. It's misguided anger, bro.
Right.
That's all it was, bro. But like I said, we live in the United States of America, so that's something that we gotta make sure we pay attention to, y'all. Right? We all live in different parts of the country, so we gotta make sure we're aware of our surroundings at all time. Right?
Right.
You can't account for nothing that nobody else do. You can only account for what you do and make sure you protect you and yours. In these crazy times, man. In these crazy times. But we will be talking about all that later in the show, bro. All that later in the show. Say, Cal, bro. I'm real surprised to see you was on time today, man. And that way you was ahead of time, bro.
This morning I thought about it. I said, you know what? I'm gonna go to work early just to see how he gonna react to it. I'm telling you now, this ain't gonna be no everyday occurrence. And I just go,
This is sad. This is sad, bro.
I just feel good to
Oh man.
go early because it's Wednesday. You know, I might go on and see the people. Won't see me. I want to see the people.
There, bro. The people in the building, bro.
People in the building. I love coming on Wednesday, look at see the people, you know what I'm saying? Sit down, had a great conversation.
Hold up. Gotta get my charger. So
Say,
hold
dog,
down.
something. All y'all there in TV land, y'all better listen up. I watched the videos on TikTok on that cut water. We better leave that shit alone, bro.
What cut water? What's up with the cut water, bro? The
I
cut
don't know.
water.
Tried yet. You know, I saw a video on it, a few videos on it, dude, but like, Lord have mercy. I think cut water might be Cisco and four locals mixed together.
Man, we gotta do a show. We gotta drink some cut water and do a show, man. I want to see how it is, man. It's 8:20. It's almost time to go ahead on and get the show started. But I like to, man. I want to see the cut water all about, bro. We can drink it, bro, and
You know what?
and see what it's shaking up to be.
I'm gonna be off call next Wednesday. I might go on and get a cut water and drink it with you on the air. Now, how the show turn out after that, between you and the show.
We gonna do that. We gonna drink the cut water together, bro. We gonna do a show. I mean, quite sure. I'm thinking it's something like a little wine cooler, something like that, bro.
I know, dog.
Like a little wine cooler, something.
The videos I seen in the ones I talked that had drunk in it, hey, dog.
What you say, Snap? Snap says like smoking mojo. Wait, cut water, bro. That's like what? It's not supposed to be that strong, huh? What's up,
man? 19% alcohol, boy. I mean, it ain't supposed to be that strong.
Hey, I see you.
What's up, Kanye?
Man. We got Kawhi in the building. I see you. I see you. What you say it's not? It's not what?
Hey, man, listen. I'm gonna go get some cut water, dog. And next Wednesday, we're gonna go in and break it open on the show. And we're gonna see how long we're gonna last before we be on our ass.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. And that's just what we're gonna do. We gonna do that. Yeah, man. Next year we drinking some cut water, little wine cooler, man. The flavor wine cooler. That's all that is, man.
That's all it is, the flavor wine cooler.
Man, we've been drinking Lord Daiquiris since we've been what? Of age to drink? Come on,
right?
Man. Knock it off, bro. That little cut water will be a little wine cooler. You know, we're gonna do it next show. We're gonna have that little wine cooler next show. You know what I mean? All right, Kev, it's time to go ahead on and get the show started, my brother. Let's go ahead and get the show started. Let's get the show of the day out the way.
Man, you know what? I was watching a video on TikTok today, right? So I seen this big old Bill Buff guy. He was fighting, right? Well, he was fighting with what they call him, trans man, a transgender, whatever you call it. But they were fighting, right? So the tranny was beating that dude up, boy. Like, damn, that boy fucking him up. I realized what was happening in that. He was getting jumped.
Wait, what happened?
They were jumping that man.
Wait, who was jumping who, Kev?
I was watching the video today, right? Said this dude was fighting with this transgender, what do they call them people? Transgender. So he was fighting, right? So dude, you know, he got up and just started mixing. So the train was beating the dude up, whooping that boy. I said, damn, that boy ain't got no chance. That boy. Then I said, man, bro, I wonder why he ain't trying to defend himself, fight back. I realized his man was getting jumped, man. He was fighting the man and the woman at the same time. The man's out here women, but he ain't know who to hit. So he get jumped by the same person.
Say what this dude here does.
Dude, jumping that man, dog. Man, who the fuck hit?
That's the joke of the day, y'all. See, y'all don't know how it's coming, but y'all know the joke of the day coming, man. That's Kev, the comedian, man.
Man, that's E. Guy, the creator, man.
And y'all already know what's the name of the show. All Love Over Here. The name of the show is All Love Over Here, man. And every week is our job to bring y'all an educational, entertaining show. And this week is no different. Like I told you guys previously, man, hey, we have two guests for y'all, man. We have Gregory Jacobs in the building. Yes, Culver's own Gregory Jacob is in the building. Yes, he is an author, man, and he here to tell us all about his book and his journey with beating cancer. So, man, yes, man, it's a thrill to have him in here. Plus, he's a 96er. Did I tell y'all he's a 96er? So that
No,
means it's like extra. Come on, man.
we're
Come
like five.
on.
We heard
Shout
it.
out, shout out to. Can I finish speaking, Kevin? All
He'll
right.
call around, dog. We ain't talking
Yes,
about
he's
ye.
he's a Culver Ram. Kev, can I finish speaking? Kev, you're so rude. All right, y'all. So
Six.
look, back to out what I was saying. He's a Culver Ram, yes, but he's a 96 on top of that. So that's why I told y'all we have a special guest in the building, bro, and it's gonna be a treat to talk to him. We'll have him coming on right behind Miss Cindy Wynn. We got Miss Cindy Wynn first. Yes, she is District E representative. Yes, we have Miss Cindy Wynn. You guys get to ask her all the questions that you guys want, right? About District E, that's the East. So all the homeowners, all the questions y'all might have about the trash pickup. What's the rotation with the frequency of the trash? It's time to ask those questions. You she gonna be right here. She says she ain't dodging no smoke. So look, get y'all questions together, man. Get homeowners, get y'all questions together. Yeah, man. So, big brother, talk to me, man. We gonna start it all right at the top with this Vasquez case. Say, bro, the mother, the mother looked like she had rage war against the city, against the police department. She was saying all the wrongdoings that they were doing, right? And it seemed like what it did, it just made them just highlight everything that was going on in her life. I mean, what's going on? But they even saying that drugs was found in the kid's system.
Yes.
Wow.
Um. So come to find out, man, she ain't had drugs in one of the kids' systems. Though. She had drugs in all the kids' systems. And I think she was pregnant with another kid that they was on. So I'm like, this. Now this the crazy part about it is the boy Brian Vest was one that she claimed to allegate it up. They found drugs in this system. He's a baby.
Mhm.
But why y'all getting the baby back to the mother if y'all found drugs in the system? Knowing
Think
that,
about it.
knowing about, think about this. I'm gonna just say it out here. If that had been a black person, man, she never got them kids back.
Mm.
It'd have been a
Don't you
white.
think?
They ridiculed her. They did a call bad about her on the news. She'd have been unfit and everything else. But this man has been having drugs since he's a baby. But y'all getting back to her.
Mm. Kev, they're saying you echoing. All right, I see you standing win. I see you. I see you. I see you backstage. I'm glad you are early. I'm glad you are early. You're backstage. They can't see you right now, but thank you for being very prompt. And I will be bringing you on in a couple of minutes. So thank you. I appreciate you. So like I told you guys, we have Miss Cindy Wynn here, and like she said, she here to answer all the questions. So look, get y'all questions together because she's here and she's backstage. We will be bringing her on in like 2 minutes. In like 2 minutes, so get y'all questions together. She's here and she's ready to answer questions. Yes, I love to see that. So, Kel, but what I was saying was, I don't know how the parent was able to get the children back. Is that? But it we have so many questions just within this case, right?
Right,
So if you did beat your children, right?
right.
How were you able to get the children back? I know there's certain steps in within getting the children back that she have to do. There's certain things that she have to do to get the children back since she lost them. So she had to qualify to get the children back. So that means she had to do something or go through some type of program or some type of system to get the children back. But I don't know. I don't know if there was the system failing her or the system feeling the kids, or we feeling the system. What's going on?
Well, that's another thing we don't know. We don't know if this happened in her own country. up in Mexico where the laws are different. So we don't know how long she's been in the United States. Well, she's illegal now, but we don't know how long she had been into the United States. So we don't know when this happened or when this occurred. So he was 2 months old as a baby. It had to happen when she had him, if she had him in her own country. So the laws are different over there.
Mm.
So see them getting the kids right back, but they can't do that with the kids themselves.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna tell with this conversation because we have our guest here and we about to bring her on. All right, all right, all right. Hold on, bring her on. All right, Miss Cindy Wynn. Miss Cindy Wynn, we are ready for you. We are ready for you. We go ahead on and
I'm in the show. Okay, great.
all right.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for
No
coming.
problem. Wait, hold on. Make sure we don't have a delay. Let's make sure we don't have a delay. All right, everybody speak. Let's make sure that we
Testing. Testing.
You hear
okay.
me?
Yep.
All right, all right, awesome, 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 awesome. All right, all right. Can everyone can the audience, can everyone hear Miss Cindy?
I
Y'all
hear.
put a one in the comment before we get the show started. Put a one in the comment if y'all can hear all of us. If do we have any problems? Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Make sure we okay before we get the
Wow.
conversation started. Y'all put the ones in the comment. The one in the comment if y'all can hear us clearly. All right, all right, all right, all right. That's what I want. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Well, let's go ahead on and get it started. How you doing, Miss Cindy? When?
I'm
Um,
doing well. I'm doing well. Long day, just getting home, but I did not want it to miss this opportunity to engage with your audience. So
uh,
thank you so much for giving me this opportunity as well. Really
thank
appreciate it.
Thank you. We really appreciate your time. We know you're a busy woman, so we really appreciate your time. Honestly, just taking the time out with us just to answer the questions because, like I told you, like I said earlier, we have homeowners in the audience, so they have questions about
Mhm,
District E. You
mhm.
know, so I know your time is valuable. That's Kev, the comedian. We're gonna let him get started with the questions. Kev, go ahead on and get started, my brother.
How you doing, Miss Cindy? Like I said, yeah, appreciate you taking the time and coming on here. Oh, I got a real quick question. Is about addressing the law enforcement in the East.
Yeah.
I know all the time last year's kid was missing. It was kind of like the NOPD didn't respond in time. That was everybody was saying, but it took occasion news to come and find the kid. We had our own NOPD right here in the city that couldn't do it. So the lack of police. What's going on in the East with law enforcement?
Yeah. So particularly in reference to that situation, they actually live down the street from me. So I'm in the neighborhood where the incident took place at. And it's very unfortunate that the response was slow. Um, and so I know that NOPD is looking reassessing all of that. And again, we want to make sure like incident like this doesn't happen again. And that we're responding to the needs of our community in a way that is more efficient. And so going back to just the law enforcement, you know, uh, question about, just how can law enforcement be more visible? And I think that, we all know, and I know I've been home since Katrina, um, that we really need to like have more people joining the law enforcement NOPD. We just don't have enough manpower, and I don't know if that was the case when the incident of the young Brian Vasquez situation happened. And so definitely want to learn about what happened. How can we prevent that from happening in the future for our kids and our family?
Mm.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. You finished? You have another question?
I want also um what about the upkeep in the East? Like
Yeah,
here are lots and grasses and
yeah,
trees in some of the rural areas. Are y'all planning on fixing that problem?
yeah. So I don't know if you guys remember when I was in office in 2018. So that's when I first served the district, and we did massive cleanup because I believe that in order for us to really attract economic development, attract all the anonymity that people are craving for, storefront and everything. We have to be a more welcoming and clean neighborhood so people can invest into our community. And so if you look now along the I-10 by the high rise, remember the Caveman Hotel? And it was abandoned since Katrina. It used to be the Holiday Inn Hotel by the high rise. Now, if you drive by it now, it is the high rise apartment that is been revitalized. And that was like my first project when I became city council, because I wanted to make, and we could talk about a lot of stuff, but if we're not a welcoming community where there's when people drive by, they don't see blight, then people are not going to invest. So that's why I was very laser focused on addressing commercial blighted property. And then you guys go down by, remember the Lake Forest Senior Manor, sat there since Katrina as well, on Reed and Lake Forest. That was another project that I worked on. And what we had when we were in office, it was a system to address blighted property. And so, guys, by the end of my first term, we were able to demolish over 140 abandoned properties that were sitting in District E. That means the East and the Lower Nine since Katrina. Okay.
Mm.
We actually removed 242 abandoned cars. So these are cars that were abandoned, left in the district, and no one removed it. We cleaned up dramatically, because to me is, I don't want blighted, if I don't want illegal dumping in my neighborhood where I live, why would I expect other residents to live in that kind of condition? I think it's wrong. That's why, I take quality of life issues very seriously. Everyone deserves a neighborhood where they can feel safe. Everyone deserves to live in a neighborhood where they do not have to be exposed to nuisance, blighted property, overgrown grass, lots, and everything like that. So being out for 3.5 years, so, when you're out, you get an opportunity to reflect, right, on how you did well, or how bad you did in certain areas. And I am a very open-minded person. No one is perfect. And so what I have done is, for the past 3.5 years, before I decided to run again, I wanted to be very strategic about making sure that I put a plan together, because I believe that now, being out for 4 years, a lot of the areas in District E has gone back to where it used to look like. And so it took us almost 2 years to really clean up. And I know people are frustrated, and I want to make sure that once we get back in, that we are tackling those issues. People got to feel like they got to have hope living in our community. If people don't have hope, then they're not going to be able to thrive. And I want to see everybody in the district, no matter which neighborhood you live in, to thrive in our community.
Mm. That's a good answer. With that being said, having lack of police in the East, the crime is sporadic. It's down, but it's still sporadic, right? And we cannot plan for crime, and I know you cannot fix all the crime problems, but that is one of the problems that's causing the homeowners to sell their properties and move away. What do you have in place to kind of counteract that?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. But I also believe, that crime happens everywhere in the city, right? Unfortunately.
correct.
And you are right, crime is at a low right now, and we don't want to be complacent. We want to continue to make sure that we are investing into prevention programs, particularly around our young people. And that's going to be one of my model programs that I'm going to be looking at. How do we really invest into our young people, making sure that they are engaged in productive and positive activity, and that we're really investing into them, because we all know that they're our future. Earlier I spoke about really having a robust recruitment process. Um, yeah, I don't know many people know, but I have 6 kids. My second oldest daughter is actually, hopefully soon, will be joining NOPD very soon. And so, and I know that this is a field that not many people want to go into. But when we have people that are willing to to go into become an officer, we got to really invest into them. So boosting up the recruitment process. But I also believe that if we remove light, remove illegal dumping, remove abandoned cars, I think I really believe that our community can be safer. Think people get nervous when they see lighted property in their neighborhood, right? When they see abandoned cars. And so I really believe that if we continue to focus on just improving the quality of life, people in the East and the Lower Nine would not be moving out. And for those that are listening, you guys, the East will be back on its feet. Okay, the East will, mark my word, the East will be back on its feet. Okay, it is very unfortunate that the work did not start for the East until 2018, until we got into office and started cleaning up. The work should have started 2010, 5 years after Katrina. I cannot undo what was not done for the East. What I can do now is to help move it forward, and we can do it together. People are trying to buy your home because they know the East will be booming. So don't fall for the okie dokie. You know, don't fall for it because the East will be booming. And listen, if I'm not serious about this work, I would not be running again. I would not be running again. I take this work very seriously. I decided to run again because there's a lot of unfinished business that we all started in 2018 that wasn't done. And I believe in the district. I need people to continue to believe in the district. Do not fall for the okie dokie because you will regret it. You will
Mm.
regret it that you sold your home at a cheap cost because the property value, and we talk about it, when property value goes up, people also complain because now I got high property taxes. When you have a thriving community, normally with a thriving community, property tax is going to go up, right?
Correct.
Yep. So, but I think that we just got to make sure that we are thriving in a way that we're not also pushing people out of their neighborhood because of the cost of living, because of high property taxes as well.
Mm. And you know that's true, everything you said. But if we can get the crime under control, I think that'll be a big help.
Yeah.
Um, is higher if we can get to hire more police enforcement, that'll help us out with convincing homeowners because the East was a nice place at one
Yeah.
time, and it could be again. And you make sense when you're saying right. The time to buy and the time to sell, it all depends on how run down or how the
Mhm.
neighborhood is projected to be. Right.
Yeah.
So it's a time to invest in it, but it's about giving people confidence to invest in it, to
That's right.
invest back into the East. Like we want to know, do y'all have a plan for this crime? Because I have look, I have a guest right now saying that's why she sold her home because of the crime.
Yeah.
So it's like a lot of us think that we know y'all have a plan, but that's a lot of us concerned that wide range of New Orleans East where they don't have no police, things are happening fast. Then it's compound things that's happening, some things that's not even reported on the news. So it's a lot going on in that East that's not reported. And I know it's not all your fault. You are one person, but since we are talking about the East as a
Yeah.
whole, it's like that's the major concern. Not so much how high it is right now. It's really just about just make sure it's safe for the neighborhood.
Yeah. I mean, my family has been in the East since 1975. So I've been living in the East for 50 years now. And I'll say honestly, not because I'm a candidate running for office or I was a council member, I have never felt like this East is not safe for me. Never felt that way. I don't allow people to write the narrative for the neighborhood that I live in because I know the kind of neighborhood I live in. I live in Mizzou area, where it's a very diverse community, working class family. And I've never once felt unsafe at all. I truly believe that as a whole, as a community, we all have to be realistic and all come together and help champion the East. Because if not, the East is not going to be able to come back. No community is perfect.
Right.
Okay, no community is perfect. And again, I don't fall for the okie dokie at all. And if you guys remember with Treme, right after Katrina, right, you see how Treme has gentrified dramatically, pushed a lot of out the original homeowners out. And there's a movement for that. And the East is the space because when you think about it, the East is the only place that has land mass in the city. They're on top of each other. They hear everybody's business because they're so close to each other. What we have in the East is space that people would value at. And what they do is, I believe this, that when there's a group of people that want to push us out so they can take over the East, and that's what they do. They put myth out there. I see that as myth because I don't see the East unsafe like other areas of the city. I get nervous when I go downtown, you know, but I don't get nervous when I'm in the East. And it could be the fact that I am very familiar with the East and I'm comfortable with the East, and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, for everyone that are listening, the only way the East is going to bounce back if that we all work together. We all tag team up together. We got to continue to push the East in the right direction. Despite there's challenges, challenges are just temporarily. And I'm very committed to be working with everybody to get the East back on track. But I need everybody to continue to believe in the East, believe in the low nine, that we will be able to bounce back.
Okay. I'm about to start taking some questions from the audience. Kevin, you have one more question before we get in the audience?
I know this thing you were saying about people don't fall for the okie doke. They have elderly folks that's tired of the crime, tired of not having things out there. You have people that's financially hurting, they want to sell. How could you convince these homeowners not to sell? Like, hey, how could you convince them not to leave?
Okay, Kevin, I think I caught some of your question.
Yeah, Kevin. Your mic is going in and out,
Yeah.
big brother. Your mic won't. Let's do a mic check, Kevin. Let me hear you.
One more time, hear me now.
Yes, we can hear you clearly now. You might want to stay a little closer to the mic.
I was asking y'all, he was telling about the East don't fall for the okie doke, don't sell your house. We have elderly people that's tired of the crime, tired of not having retail out there in the East. You have some families that's hurting for money. How could
Mhm.
you homeowner not to sell? Like don't go nowhere, stay here.
Yeah, so I think at the end of the day, everybody has to ask themselves, like, hey, and again, going back to every community goes through a phase. We got hit by Katrina 20 years ago. We unfortunately there was a movement to make the East green space. If you guys remember that, they didn't want people to come back, and then so when that did not happen, then I also believe that because there was a lack of investment into the East, so we're now 20 years later. Okay. And again, so I wish I could rewrite the story for what happened in the East, but I can't. But what we can do moving forward is that we got to learn from the past, right? And then we got to figure out how do we put a plan together. And that's by working together. I think I'll tackle the shopping center situation, right? We all know that when COVID-19 happened, the way we shop transitioned dramatically, right? So, do you have Amazon boxes waiting at your door for you right now, Kevin? I busted.
So
See, I busted you guys. So,
that question
and I
I just
say
got
that, and I say that to say that we unconsciously didn't realize, because we were looking for convenience, and it's okay. And I just want people to understand all of our role in this. And this is not about figure pointing. This is about understanding the market because we were all locked in our home, nothing else to do. We can't go anywhere, so we started ordering online. And because of that, it shifted the market around shopping center, right? But we can also bring it back. So there's now building lifestyle center. I don't know if you guys ever heard that or not. Lifestyle centers where you work, play, and live. So where you could actually incorporate uh, office space, apartments, and then some amenity. I know that there is a mayor race going on right now. And so for all of the listener, I need you guys to ask all of the mayor candidates for them that would they make a commitment to bring City Hall out to the east. Okay, if I could get City Hall signed a 20 years, 25-year lease with a developer, and I like it to be at the old plaza site, I guarantee you we can revitalize the east, because if we get City Hall in the east and we build condos, apartments right there to create a lifestyle center, business
Mm,
will be coming to
mm,
the east. We just need, and it should be in the east, guys, because majority of the people live in the east, and City Hall should be where the people are at, right? You guys tell me if I'm wrong.
mm.
Right.
I
No, I,
understand your idea. I understand the idea how it would shift people, right? And you can just live around that, right? And you're not really taking so much away from downtown because you still have the Superdome, the
Exactly.
arena, right?
Thank
So it's really
you.
it's really like sharing your resources, sharing the people rather, because you only got so many people. So you sharing people and you're bringing some out to the east, and it wouldn't. I see what you're saying. I
City
see it.
government,
I can
city
see where I
government
can
should
help.
be city government should be where the people are at.
right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so when you
Yeah.
think about it, and when I visit other areas, I see government where people are at. And so as I stated, there is a mayor race right now. Okay. And as you guys are exploring your candidate for mayor, ask them that question. If
Mm,
I really believe, and I truly believe this, that the city of New Orleans owe the East this. The city of New Orleans owe the East this. And if they come in, establish a 25, 30-year lease with a developer, I will be able to find a developer to actually build a lifestyle center right there on the plaza site. But we need to find a strong, committed leasee to really invest into the east. Now, once City Hall comes in, you guys know we build a lifestyle center, then all the other C1 commercial zone is going to start popping, because people is going to see there's foot traffic. The east is kind of like a bedroom community. I don't know if you ever heard that story. So so 60% of us leave the east because there's limited jobs in the east, right? So we got to go outside the east. So in the morning, just like I leave the east, I don't get back to the east until 7 o'clock at night. And so that's why it's called a bedroom community, because you got 40% that are retiree or maybe work some jobs here in the east. So when you think about amenity, restaurants, and shopping center, a restaurant, and I was at Ty Nola just right before I came here. Ty
Yeah.
Nola is doing well. I spoke to Ito's. I love Ito's food, but then they're like, we're struggling during the daytime because there's not enough foot traffic. And so so you gotta hear from those that are providing that service, right? Then if they're saying that there's not enough foot traffic during the daytime, what are you supposed to do? You got to create stuff for more foot traffic to come in during the daytime. So these restaurants and then potentially some shopping area can actually survive. People got to pay overhead. They got to pay their rent. They got to pay light bill. They just can't keep a place open and wait for you to come home at 6 o'clock and then maybe come out and shop for a little bit and then go home. We also got to understand the market, how what they expect of us, and it has to be a two-way street. It cannot be a one-way street. So that's why I'm going to also be focusing on creating jobs in the east. So as much as 60% leaving, I want to bring that 60% back to the east. And the only way is that we got to create jobs in the east. We have a very robust regional business park. Have you guys been over there?
No.
It's by Almanaster, by Old Gentilly, where
Yes.
NASA
Yes.
is at. So
Yeah.
we
Big
have,
round.
yeah, we have over 70,000 acreage out over there that is not developed. Why not? it is prime for manufacturing companies. And so that's why we have to be very strategic. It's been abandoned for many, many years. It's going to take more than a minute to revitalize that area, but we got to put focus and effort and work into it. Things are not going to happen if we're not going to be very intentional and put some sweat equity in it. And I'm determined to do that because I want to see the East. And I don't know if you guys know, but I came to America when I was 5 years old in 1975. Okay. And the people here in New Orleans embrace my family. And I'm very honored that I may have, and hopefully I will have another opportunity to continue to give back to the community that has welcomed my family. And so that's why I take this work very seriously because I want to be able to enjoy my grandkids. I now have 3 grandkids now. I want to be able to enjoy. I'm not running as a career politician, okay? I'm running to get things done. Once things is done, I'm going to enjoy my grandkids. So I'm not running for the title. Running to get this back on the map, make sure that we fine tune anything, launch initiative, get projects jump started, and then if the Lord allows me enough strength and good health, and then if the voter feel like I could get another 4 year, and which I don't know, then I'll do it. But if not, I want to make sure like I position the district in the right direction, and then also to explore who can continue the work so that way the community can continue to benefit.
Oh, awesome. That was well put. We got to get into some of these questions from the audience because I really
Okay.
appreciate your time. You've been answering every question very thoroughly, and I really appreciate that. Okay, one of the questions from Christopher Saller, why are there no lights on the interstate in New Orleans East?
Yeah. And I don't normally pass the buck on this, but the light on the interstate is a state uh level. And so, Chris, you need to normally when I'm in office, I do follow up on it, but it is a state issue. So it needs to be followed up with the State Department of Transportation. You may want to reach out to your state representative or your state senator that could really help address that issue.
All right, all right. What you said, Duck? I see you, Lawrence Warner. I see you, my brother. What you said? You said, what about incentive for goals, accomplished?
What Senate for what?
What about incentives for goals accomplished?
Goals accomplished. What is that?
All right, and break it down a little further in detail, Dump. I mean,
Yeah.
not Dump, Lawrence, so she can understand what you're asking, sir. What incentives are you referring to, and what goals accomplished? Like, what incentive for what goals accomplished?
Okay.
I'm gonna go
He's
to the
gonna break
next
it down.
question.
Okay.
Yeah,
We can
yeah,
get
yeah. I'm
back.
gonna go to the next question. We're gonna come back to it. All right, what
Sure.
you say? The crime is east. The crime in the east is dropping the property value. That's just a statement. Yes,
Mm.
yes. Crime anywhere would drop the property value. That's true. That's true. What we have, that's where I live on Chateau Court. I lived there since 75 too. Okay, someone else been living there for a while too, Miss Marie.
Oh, she lives in my neighborhood.
Yeah.
That took off of Mishu.
That is your neck of woods. Okay.
Yeah.
What you say? What you said? Merlin said reopen the plaza in Kenilworth Shopping Center.
Yeah, so I know that area. I actually spoke to the Spring Lake Neighborhood Association, and so I'm going to explore. I'm going to get with the property owner. They actually live in New York, and really sit down and put together a development plan reference to how they're going to revitalize that area. I think more so than anything, guys, I feel like a lot of these property owners, you have 20 years already. It's time to put a plan together. If this land was in your neighborhood, I'm pretty sure you would have done something. But since this land is in our neighborhood and you don't live here, I'm gonna be very forceful about it. Uh, I'm gonna work. You guys ever heard the saying that tomorrow's not promised?
Yes.
Right? So that's how I'm gonna work every day. I'm gonna make sure that I make the best and the right decision. I'm not gonna procrastinate on reaching out to people and putting together. But the Kennewood area, it is on my radar as I deal with other commercial property in the east.
All right, all right. And then more questions. We really appreciate the time. I know we may be going over, but
Yeah.
thank you, Miss Cindy. We really
Okay, yeah,
appreciate
your
it.
audience have great questions, great engagement. I'd love to, and I'm going to go ahead and claim victory on this race because I really believe in the East. I believe that my time in office last time, I believe that people enjoyed that, that we serve people throughout the community. And so I love to come back once I get back in and keep your audience engaged in the conversation and know what's going on. And I want to know some of their issue as well because I want to be able to address their issue because then they should be able to connect with me as their representative.
Yeah, and that's what we want to see more. We want to see more of the representative, more of the councilman. We want to see you guys more,
Mhm.
not just when it's time to
That's
get elected, right? And that's very important. The more comfortable that the homeowners are with you, the faster they can come to you with their complaints, their problems, because you build a rapport and now they trust you.
Mhm.
So just being out there, that's what I tell all the politicians that come on. Just try to make so that we can see you a little more, not just during times when it's time to get
Yeah.
elected. That'll help us out.
So talking about engagement, so when I was in office last time, I host Facebook Live every Sunday at 6 o'clock, where I provide updates to the constituents. So that's one way. The other way is I actually visit our senior citizen at the senior apartment, senior program every other month. So I go visit them once a month and give them here, let them know what's going on and engage them. I also do hosted coffee on the corner, I believe, coffee conversation, and just once a month. So that way, people, particularly in the evening, so that way, when people are working, so I think going back in, I'm looking at doing. I was on Facebook, but I wasn't on Instagram because I know those are two different audience. So I'm planning to do like an Instagram show where people can
Mhm.
engage with me. I'm also planning to do a newsletter where we could actually, because a lot of our senior citizen doesn't get email and they don't have social media. I want to make sure that they stay engaged. But you guys, this Friday, I will be at the Blue Flamingo off of Haynes Boulevard next to Castanet. And it's called Kicking with Cindy Wynn. Real talk, real solution. Okay. I
What's
would
the
love for you
what's the
guys.
name again? Say
It's
the
called
name again.
Kicking with Cindy Wynn. It's at the Blue Flamingo from 6 to 8. Come out there, grab a drink, and just bounce some thoughts with me. Just keep me in check. You know, and I want you guys to hold me accountable. I don't do lip service. I'm about action, but I'm not. I make mistake. I'm not perfect, but I know I am the right candidate for this seat. So yeah, I'd love to see you guys at the Blue Flamingo next to Castanet off of Haynes, and it's called Kicking with Cindy Wynn. Real talk, real solutions.
Oh man, we look forward to it. We look forward to it. I put up the information right now. Vote number 55. Send it win October the 11th. Once
Yep.
again, vote number 55. Send it win October the 11th. You guys see the information out there. Miss Cindy Wynn, this show was created to uplift people in the community that's doing positive things, right?
Mm.
In and out. So, so what we do is we celebrate you. We don't only bring on here and put you on a hot seat. We celebrate you for all the things that you're doing. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna clap you up. Let's clap her up, let's clap her up, let's clap her up, let's clap her up. Like I
Thank
said,
you.
look, you answer all our questions. We really appreciate you. I know we can get a little stern with our questions, but we want answers. And you came here like you ain't duck no smoke. No
Mm-mm.
smoke. You answer every question, and that's what we want out everybody that we put on this platform. We respect you enough to put you on here. So thank you for being so respectful and answering all our questions. But we salute you. We really appreciate you and keep doing a great job.
Thank you, Earl. Thank you, Kevin. I appreciate you guys having me on. And like I say, I love to come back again, bounce some ideas, talk trash, whatever we need to. to keep the conversation going.
Come to Blue Flamingo because you see you buying drinks.
Huh? What is it?
I'm coming to the Blue Flamingo because you see you buying drinks on Friday, right?
First round on me. How about that?
We appreciate your time. We know you're a busy woman. We know a lot of things is coming up, but to enforce everybody go out, y'all go out support, man. Y'all got to vote. If you don't have a vote, you don't have a word. You don't have a
That's
word,
right.
you got to vote to get a word.
Thank you once again. Thank you
So much. I appreciate it. I had a great time.
Thank you.
All right.
You gotta come back now. Remember, you said you gonna come
Yeah,
back.
no, I'm gonna be nagging you guys. So
All right. Have a nice one.
bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Hey, man.
She came through. She gave her ideas. She gave y'all what she said that she gonna do to help y'all out in the East. You know, I know y'all had some questions about the lighting snapper on the interstate. I didn't get a chance to catch you if she asked that question or not. But it sounded like to me, man, she had a game plan together, man.
Yeah. She came through, man. She answered everything that we asked, and that's all we want, right? We don't want to hear the same song dance. We want to bring people on here that respect our opinion enough that just to answer our question, man. And we don't want no politician. We don't want that. We want somebody that's just gonna sit here and sit on this high seat and just be honest with us about things that we really have questions and concerns about. All right. So once again, let's clap her up. Once again, let's clap up with Cindy Wynn. We're gonna bring her back. So if y'all have more questions, just let me know because she said she's willing to come back. All right. Moving forward. All right. We have callers on, like I told you guys once before, man. You know what I mean? We got Culver's on, New Orleans on, 1996 on, Gregory Jacobs did the building, man. That's clap them up. Clap clap up. Come on now. Y'all, this the extra now. This the extra cheese now. Come on now.
Wow.
How you doing, my brother?
I'm doing well. How y'all doing?
Man, pleasure to see you, man. Hey, I know you from
Good to
96.
see you too, Cal.
We often call, so it'll make a difference. Don't let Earl buck you that 94, 96 beef. I'm telling you, I'm finally back again.
Yes. All Rams, all love.
Hey, bro, it's all love over here. You already know that. But you know what I'm saying, Kev? Don't be having participation like I be doing. He don't be having the support like I have. So he wants to make sure. He said it's everybody. No, it's 96. It's 96. I mean,
Yes.
okay.
Never before and never again.
Never again. You heard that? Did you hear that, sir?
You right. Y'all open that nursery, y'all close the nursery. Nasty 96.
Say, bro. You know what? Anyway, let's move on with the show, bro. For everybody that don't know, if you've been under a rock, man, this Gregory Jacob Jr., man. Hey, bro. Like I said, he graduated in 1996, bro. Gregory always been doing positive things in and out the community, man, from the Desire Center, working with Coach Moore. I mean, like I said, bro, you always been doing some positive, and we really appreciate that about you. I see now you become an author.
Yes.
You know, I mean, tell us about that journey before we get into that question, man. What made you want to become an author, sir?
Well, this cancer journey, wanting to get my message out to my community, to my son, my nephews, my godsons, everybody who has a person that's dealing with prostate cancer, right? Because a book can go a long way. You know, podcasts and stuff, you can repeat them now, but books can go a long way. And so I think through the book, it'll be out here for a long time to hear the message that I have, to hear my story on how I've dealt with prostate cancer, how I've overcome it, and how I am leading this movement forward.
Awesome, man. You know, that give all us a scare. You know what I mean? And to hear you came out on a better end, brother. That's very humbling.
Yes. Glory to God, man. When I went to the doctor and found out when I was diagnosed with it, my prostate was 90% covered with cancer. And so, I mean, 10 more percent, I might not be here right now, in this state that I'm in right now, without the encouragement of my wife to go get checked out. And, the doctors did a wonderful job. And glory to God, man. Glory to God that I'm still here and able to share this story with others.
It's all right. Kevin, you go ahead and get started your questions.
Listen, hey, Greg, I'm sorry, man, that you going through that. But how could we bring more awareness to men out here who does not understand how important
Time out. Kevin, you're not clear, my brother.
Yeah.
Hold on.
It sound like you got something over the microphone.
I took the microphone off. I'm on the regular speaker.
Something like we got some type of distortion, brother. But
hold on, dog.
this normal, Greg. Don't worry about it. We normally
I'm good. I'm here.
This abnormal. This is very normal, Greg. Yeah, technical
difficulty. Something, dog.
That's what happens when you're live.
Yeah, this normal. You know what I mean? Add Kevin to live, technical difficulties. You know how that go, bro. But hey, man, like I said, while Kevin going through what he going through,
you hear me now?
No, but go ahead, Kevin. Let's move forward.
Hey, I was saying that I want to be clear about this because my dad died from prostate cancer. How could we bring more awareness to men out here who does not understand their prostate check?
Okay. So we got to normalize the conversation, right? It has to be not only in the clinic with your doctors, and I will say this about the clinic and the doctors: we have to know the proper conversations to have with the doctors, because if we don't know how to advocate for ourselves, the doctor, like my doctor and several other doctors, my current doctor and several other doctors was about to give me a clean bill of health, and until I said, can you check this for me? And me asking to check this led to me discovering that I had prostate cancer. So you have to know how to advocate in the clinics and with the doctors. And my book shares that, how to advocate for yourself when you're talking with medical doctors. But we have to normalize the conversation, right? We have to talk about this in the barbershops, in the churches, in the locker rooms, and in our living rooms, right? We have to give awareness, and awareness starts with access to stories like mine, right? Because the Bible says our people suffer from a lack of knowledge, and if we don't have the knowledge about prostate cancer and what it's doing and how it could be harmful and life-changing to you, then we gonna suffer. And so a story like mine is a trusted voice in the community for the culture, to give relevant education to men to go get tested. Early detection saved my life. When you start to realize it and you go get checked out, whatever the medical issue is, go get checked out. We don't need scare tactics, but we need brotherhood. We need truth. We need legacy. We need to learn how to activate our legacy, right? We need to be able to open up with our brothers. Like I've talked to people, and not one, but 9 out of every 10 people I've talked to have somebody in their family with cancer, and a high percentage has prostate cancer. I was meeting with this young lady at this resort, at this hotel, and so she was telling us how she was telling me and my wife how her dad has prostate cancer, and I was like, that just opened up the door for me to share my story with her. And so normalizing the conversation, making it a normal thing, is going to help us help our community.
What was some of the early symptoms, signs that we may be want to be aware of and pay attention to?
So the sign that was troubling me for a while was a weak urine stream. And so not being able to go to the bathroom after sex and use the bathroom properly. That was the main thing that was my symptom, but I would just brush it off, right? So my wife would be like, "Hey, what's going on?" And so she would be like, "You need to get that checked." And I'd say something like, "Well, I'm just dehydrated," or "It's no big deal. It's coming out. It's I just don't have it in me right now." And so that was my biggest one. Another early sign is a overactive bladder, right? So you can have a bladder where you're not using it properly. You can have an overactive bladder. Some other signs is just regular. They're very small. They're very unnoticeable until you go to the doctor. That's why it's so important to get checked, because the smallest detail or the smallest issue you might be having is a sign or a key for a doctor to look into it.
Mm, you know, that's the things that we need to know. What are some of the early signs? Because like you said earlier, right? This not a normal conversation. We need to normalize it. But if fellas know what some of the early signs, the telltale signs, hey, they may want to spark that conversation and get
Right,
it started. We have
right.
to pay attention to our body. Go ahead, Kevin.
I think you answered one of the questions already. My first question was, what was this inspiration behind the book? I think, if I'm not mistaken, you answered the question earlier.
Okay. So my inspiration behind the book,
Yes.
my son, my nephew, my godchildren, my godsons, to give them information. Like when I found out I had prostate cancer, I called my entire family, right? And so talk to my dad died when I was young. So I would talk to my nanny, my dad's sister, and she gave me a whole list of relatives that had prostate cancer. And so it just blew my mind that I have a family history of prostate cancer. Now, that's another early sign. If you have prostate cancer in your family, you need to let your doctor know. That's another way to be on top of it. I would tell doctors, no, I don't have a history of cancer, prostate cancer, or anything. But come to find out that I do. And so I wanted the inspiration came from to me to give knowledge, to give information. Now, what people do with the information is a different story. And so I want to help people by giving them the knowledge, giving them the inspiration of my story to go get checked. And so putting it in this book gives me the opportunity to leave that legacy. I want to create. I want to speak life to people. I want to bring strategies, spiritual clarity into the hearts of the people, the hearts of men, so that they could know that they are valued, they are needed. Right? It's not just you that this is affecting. My life would affect my life ending or being in a different situation would affect many people. And so I know I'm not the only man that feels like they are the leaders of their family. And so I want to be able to share that you are so valuable that every issue that you have is worth you checking out. Is worth you getting giving that doctor that minor detail like, hey, I didn't use the bathroom all the way last night, or after sex I couldn't go. And knowing that you have a family history, letting the doctors know that, hey, you heard something about a family history of cancer, and let them do their job. The book is a testimony and a toolkit for all the information you need about prostate cancer.
Mm, mm. You know what? Explain the importance of eating healthy. Did that have a big effect on your life before and after?
Wow, that's a big question, right? Because all my life I thought I was eating healthy, I was working out, athletes. So I'm doing different things, and had the Subway restaurants and all those different things because of the health side of it. But wow, our food is our fuel, right? It fuels our bodies, and it's also medicine. God created the food that we eat that heals us, right? The food man creates, it doesn't always heal. It can actually destroy us from the inside. And so after after being diagnosed with cancer, I changed my whole diet. I changed my whole mindset. I'm a alkaline vegan now. I hydrate my body on a regular basis to the point that I'm using the bathroom 2 times every hour or something like that. I had a issue, not an issue, but I'm eating so healthy right now that I'm having a bowel movement every time I eat. So if I eat 3 to 4 times, I'm having a bowel movement 2 to 3 times a day. I was concerned about that. I called my doctor. I said, look, I don't know what's going on. I'm using the bathroom constantly after I eat. And she said, you know what? That's a normal thing. Before all of the uh processed foods and all the stuff that we've created in this society started, people, when they would eat the food from the past, was much healthier. And so you will have bowel movements after every time you eat. And so that made me feel good. That made me know that I am doing the right thing for my body. What we put in our body either is going to build us or break us. And when people say vegan or alkaline vegan, they think about restrictions, but it's about restoration. It's about restoring your body to the state trying to restore your body to the state that God created it to be in. Our body is our temple, and so we need to treat it like that. Like we wouldn't treat our cars in a way where we would go down the street to somebody who made some gas and put it in our car and think it's going to run. No, we protect our cars. We want to get our oil changed. We want to get it checked in. As soon as we hear the slightest little knock, we want to go get it checked in. No, we want to look under the hood. Well, God given us a temple, and we need to honor it just like that. We need to put more emphasis on what we put into our bodies.
Well, so what's some of the things you eat now?
Okay, so right now, man, I'm heavy on walnuts, almonds, pumpkin seeds. I am eating spinach, kale, wild rice. Wild rice is expensive, but it's worth it. Wild rice, quinoa, brown rice as well. Uh, all of the vegetables, berries, watermelons, blueberries. I have a whole list, but like today, my meal was I had some sweet potato pancakes that I made, and yep, some sweet
Okay.
potato pancakes with some bananas and a little maple syrup. It was so good. I also made this recipe like for snacks when you feel like you want something sweet. It's almonds, walnuts, shucks, I'm trying to think of the dates, almond, walnuts, dates, uh coconut, and I mix it all up and put some a little agave on it, and I put some almond butter on top. Oh, it's so good. And you have to be creative when you're eating healthy, right? When I first started this, but about a year and a half ago, like really going in on the alkaline lifestyle, I lost about 30 pounds. And all of the pounds wasn't because I was eating so healthy. A lot of the times it was because I did not have or know what to eat. And so I didn't want to go get a hamburger like I would normally do or some fries. I had to figure out how to make food that I could have with me to last. And so, actually, it has started me thinking about doing like a nutritional book on giving some recipes and stuff like that. So I do have a lot of pictures of the food that I've made. And so I'll start posting that from time to time.
Yeah, that'd be helpful, man. Right? We getting
Okay.
older. I'm gonna let you ask your question, Kevin. But that'll be helpful. We getting older, and we need to know what should we be eating at our age, right? A lot of things we can be doing as preventive measures, right?
Yes.
Preventive measures to keep us, keep the blood flowing on track, man. And that's
Amen.
a lot of our problems right now. We're getting older, and this talking about urine and just the way the body be functioning. The telltale signs is everything. You know, when you start to
Yes.
have a obstruction in flow,
Right.
right? Things we need to pay attention to. That's why it's important that we eat the right things. That's why I wanted to bring it up, because there's certain things that you could eat. Like, we think everything we eat is good for us, just because it's not fried. They got
Right.
a lot of things that is invented is not good for us just to eat. Period. So seeing the pictures that you might have, that'll help us out, brother.
Yes.
That does help us out. Like, just start showing that on your journey, and to hear that you might have some snacks. It sounds like
Yeah.
another business,
Yeah.
so you can create your own snack that'll help
Hmm.
us out. All healthy benefits. That's things that we need. That's real food,
Yeah.
nourishment. You know.
Yes.
Go
Yeah.
ahead, Kevin.
I
Wait, let
seen
me say this. Let me say this before you come, Kevin. So a perfect example of alkaline vegan versus a vegan. So sweet potato is alkaline. Uh, Regular white potato is not. And so everything that a white potato is not bad for you, but it's not alkaline. And so cancer, it's hard for cancer to survive in an alkaline body. So that's why I'm an alkaline vegan. So even my snack is alkaline. So yeah, that's something that I'll start doing. When I look at Instagram and I see these people building these meals, I'm like, I don't want to just put my picture up, but I'm gonna start doing it. I'm gonna do what I can do and then just grow from there.
Yeah, that helps us out, brother.
a lot.
Yes.
Seriously.
I seen
Go ahead.
I seen you had posted earlier that he had some spinach and sweet potatoes.
Yeah, that's
It was
sweet
good.
potato
What else
hash.
you about that? Yeah, I seen that. Like, man, it look pretty good though. But my question is, for someone that wants to invest into a business of their own, like a Subway, what advice can you give them?
Oh, great question. So Subway, business ownership. So the first part of information I'm gonna give is to know your why. Know why you want to do the business before you chase your what, right? So we all want to know the what, like how much money can I make? What can I do with this business? But know your why first. Owning Subways taught me about systems and why it's important, why it matters to do things the right way, to do things in a certain way, but for your business to be successful and for your customers to be happy. You need to understand your market, understand your margins, and understand your missions. Understand your mission. So market, margin, and mission. If you can understand those three things, you will be successful. Um, the one thing that I would say, because my Subway restaurants went out of business, right? I went bankrupt. That was one of the reasons why we got a fresh start in Texas. So my market was the East, and so one or two stores was awesome. But when I got to when I forgot about why I was doing it and thought about the money or the potential money I could make from having four stores, um, that was too much for the East, and it was way too much for me to deal with by myself. So know your market, know your margins, and know your mission, and keep that somewhere where you can look at it, because if well, I would say this, my first store I had, I went to the bank. I told the banker, he was like, well, we could give you a 7-year loan with this interest rate. And I looked at him, man, my wife's sitting on the side. I looked at him, I said, it's not gonna take me 7 years. I'm gonna pay this off in 3 years. And I paid it off in 3 years. Well, what that did was made me have kind of an ego, gave me a little cockiness, saying if I did it with this store, I could do it with the other ones. And so slowly but surely, it didn't happen. And so then I, had all this debt from these other stores. The business started slowing down. And so know your why. If you keep your why posted somewhere and stay focused on that, and know that, hey, this is what I can handle. If I can't, if I get another store, um, how am I going to run it? Um, do you have enough people to run it properly, like you ran the first store? Um, and the next thing is, don't just build a franchise or open a business. Build a community around it, right? If your community is with you, you'll be successful. Have a community. And the New Orleans East was an awesome community, but I just, in my thirst for more, I just opened too many stores, and that I more than I can handle. And make sure your business model aligns with your values, right? Values are super important. Like the values I have for tried and approved are spot on. Everything that I want to accomplish is through my values. So when your challenges come, and they will come, your purpose will keep you grounded, right? It'll keep your foot on the ground, your feet on the ground, and it'll allow you to realign and refocus when those things happen.
Great. You say Texas. What part of Texas you live in?
I live in Austin.
Also,
Yeah.
that's a camp.
And and just to piggyback on what you were saying, and just doing your comps, your research when opening up other business, right? Because just because one store is doing good, like he just
Right.
said, it's no guarantee that the other store will do good. It's a reason that this store is doing good. Location
Right.
have a lot to do with that.
Yes.
The people that's in the vicinity have a lot to do with that. Like what's close around you have a lot. There's a big old reason to you being successful, and foot traffic is something that is so grand that you can't even understand how foot traffic can drive a business. And when
Yes.
you don't have it and you open up another store that don't have as much foot traffic, you use this store to pay for that store, and you
Yes.
just wind up just losing money. So
Ah,
like you just got to do your research on it before you move forward with the other one. Do this one have everything in place? Like if you want to mimic this, it got to have everything that this one have. You know
right.
what I mean? And foot traffic is very important when you're trying to open up another location. That
Yes.
that location got to mimic this one.
Right.
Something got to feed it. You understand? But yeah, you gave out good advice, my brother.
Thank
Yes,
you.
yes. We all, me and Earl do a lot of food reviews, and we talked about this a couple of weeks ago about customer service. Customer service is really important in restaurant. I was in restaurant business for some years. The customer service sucks. The food is good. The customer service sucks. A lot of people
Like
don't
your mic
understand.
right now. Look. Your mic sound little foggy, Kevin.
Yeah.
I know what you did the first time. You might want to do that one more time, my brother, because it sounds a little foggy. Everyone in the audience, this is the time to get y'all questions together for Mr. Gregory Jacob. We about to ask all the questions that y'all have for him. Get y'all questions together. Man, you've been real thorough with answering all the questions. Thank you, man. Thank you, because like I said, this helping us males. Us males, man, we barely go to the hospital until we need to go to the hospital. So this information, at least putting it on our brains, man. So y'all
Yeah.
get y'all questions together for Greg, man. Kevin, you ready?
Yeah, I'm done. I think you got here building now, but yeah, that's all passing along.
That's all this is. That's all about. Pass along. All right. What questions? What's questions, man? What's the questions that y'all got for Greg, man? Greg, bro. Like I said, dog, you're always doing great things, man. We didn't
Thank
know until you was going through this that you was going through something, bro, and it was
Right.
kind of shocking, man. You don't know what the outcome gonna be, but like I said, man, God allowed you to live to have a testimony,
Yes. Amen.
and we understand everything that we go through is not for us. It's right. It's for us to help the next person.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like, it's a good thing, bro, that you're able. But they don't have no questions. Y'all don't have no questions for Greg. no question. If they don't have no question, that mean you've been real thorough. That means you've been real thorough in your answers, man. But I do have one more question because I really want the audience to understand, and I want you to bring it home. All right. What will I learn by reading your book?
Oh, what would you learn? Wow.
What do I have to gain? That's what fellas need to know. What do I have to gain and what will I learn? Because you're talking to men right now that need
Yeah.
to hear you.
Okay. Well, I'm talking to the men, right?
Yeah.
So when you read my book, you're gonna hear my story. It's a blueprint. It's a roadmap, not for just surviving, but striving. Not just with prostate cancer, but in life. Tried and approved offers spiritual insight, practical tools. It's inspirational and transformational, right? It's not just an inspiring book to inspire you to do something. It's transformational. It's going to make you do things that you need to do. It's going to hold you accountable. It's transparent. Whether you're facing an illness, are you transitioning from something, are you just uncertain, the book will help you fight with faith. Because faith is the foundation. Faith is my foundation. You're going to heal with strategy. You're not just going to say, oh, I'm going to pray and I'm going to be healed. No prayer works, but prayer without faith without works is dead, right? So you're gonna pray, but you're gonna heal with strategy. You're gonna have tools that's gonna help you heal. One of the things that um one of the things that's going to help you is water intake. How much water you drink is super important. Uh I didn't realize how important water was to my body until I just went all water every time. Water, oh, it's a lifesaver. I mean, our body is what, 70% of water, and so the more water you take in, the better you will feel. So water and eating, and look, not eating till you're full, but eating to about 80%, right? And so the book is going to walk you through all of those phases. I have 3 chapters about my life and then 5 chapters about what to do. How do I address my mindset? How do I address my health? How do I address talking with other men about prostate cancer? And so it's how do I activate my legacy? How do I put my purpose on the front page of my life? And we all have a purpose, and I believe God showed me, um, gave me this purpose, right? I've been praying for a long time to have clarity with my purpose. And one day God just kind of hit me in the face, like, what are you dealing with, Greg? What's going on in your life that you could share and help other people? And it was prostate cancer. And so I was like, oh wow. And so it didn't take me out. And so it's my job to not let it take others out. It's
Mm,
not just a read, it's a revival. You're gonna have a revived spirit, you're gonna have a revived mind, and you're gonna have a revived body once you read this story.
Hey man, that was an awesome way to bring it on home, man. That's a reason to read. See that what you give is a reason to read, and we all getting older, man. We need to pay attention to these signs, man.
Yes. Yes. And I would say another thing with my eating. Um, I used to suffer with just breathing issues at night. I used to suffer with back issues at night, like my sides. Another sign is if you have pain in your sides just for no reason, like if your hips and stuff are aching, that could be a early sign. It's not a definite sign, but it could be an early sign of prostate issues. I used to have all of those signs, and I didn't know. But since I've been eating right, I have not had any back issues. I'm breathing clearly. My hips have stopped hurting. Um, it's been an amazing journey, and I don't use any medication. Case in point, I went to the doctor almost a year ago, and the for a reason with my hand and my vision. And so they was like, it could be a stroke or something. And I was like, wow, I'm eating healthy. I'm doing all these good things, but you're saying that I could be having a stroke? And she said, it's not a stroke, but it's something along that line. So I went to the doctor and I got blood work done. And my doctor told me I had plaque in my arteries in my head. And I was like, wow. And she was like, that's how strokes happen, because you have plaque in your arteries. And she said it was in my head. So man, with that and my prostate cancer journey, I was like, you know what? I'm not playing around with it. I'm not eating anything that's gonna build up plaque in my body. Because you get in your heart, and that's how you get your heart attack, right? And
What
so,
things build up plaque in your body? Not to disturb
huh,
you, but what things build up plaque in your body? What foods? What
food,
foods? What type of
greasy
food?
foods, greasy foods.
Greasy food.
I don't know all of the greasy foods, processed foods. I can't say I'm directly what it is, but basically anything man-made.
Mm,
I'll say that. So
most
so
of
if
the
you
things.
look at stuff that man makes and creates, put it in a bag, uh, deliver it, bake it, baked goods, anything along those lines that's not like supernatural. Like you get vegetables out the ground, right? And you could cook them, you could saute them, you could do different things with them. Those are good. But once you start changing the chemical process of those foods, they become a hazard to your health. So I hope that answers it. But
Gotcha.
and so bad food. So I went back to the doctor after I went on my after I had my blood work, and the doctor said, hey, you're gonna have to take these cholesterol pills. And I said, well, how long? And she was like, till you're 65 or 70. And I heard her wrong. So I was like, 6 or 7 days a week. And she was like, no, for the rest of your life. And I was like, wow, rest of my life. And she was like, look, you did good. You're about to turn, you're almost 50, and you don't have medication that you just take every day. Man, I went all in. I went back to the doctor 6 months later. She was like, "You don't have to take the cholesterol medicine anymore. Your plaque, your bad cholesterol went from 118 to 77. And so what you put in your body, like I said earlier, will either build you or break you. And the foods that you eat, um, I have that in this book as a foundation, but I'm like, this is confirmation for me that I need to do a second book about nutrition and health and exercise, nutrition and health exercise. And so, man, thank you for that confirmation, Earl. And thank you for those questions, man, because you're giving me confirmation right here and now that I need to do more than this book I have right now. Now, this book is going to give you a couple of recipes in the foods that you can eat, but the next book will be totally devoted to recipes and exercise. And I'm what, we 48, 49, and not exercise that young people do, but exercises that people can do that are it's our age. That's gonna help us and not hurt us too bad.
Mm. That's another thing you add on. What type of exercise that's appropriate for our age that we should be doing?
Right,
So like this
right.
is a whole journey, brother, that's opened up for you that honestly, bro, can help a lot of us that's our age. You know what I mean? So
Yes.
it can be all our journey. Like I said,
Right.
hearing your story help someone else. I know it helped me just because I'm asking the questions for a reason. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I know it helped me just with the thinking. I already been trying to change the way I've been eating. So this just confirmation for me just to just go all the way in on it. I don't mind eating healthy. I really like it. So it
Yeah.
just what things that we could eat. Like you said, the processed foods, is really what's hurting us. You know,
Yeah.
we know a few of us that didn't had a stroke, some of our loved ones, and we all the same age. So we trying things, man. We not all being hard headed. We trying things and we asking questions. So you
Right.
got
And
any
so
more questions? Okay, go ahead. What you say?
I was going to say this. And in my book, I have a disclaimer. This chapter 5, week 5, and it's fuel for the temple. And so, you don't have to, like, I went all in because I was in trouble. My body was in trouble. But you can start off slow. You can start off with maybe one vegan meal a week, or one alkaline vegan meal a week. Eliminating some soft drinks, eliminating the extra sugar. Sugar is another bad thing. Eliminating the crash eating, like just eating late at night. So I could give you a list of foods that I eat. Uh, I eat kale, spinach, collard greens. I have some collard greens that I'm gonna cook tonight. Uh, Broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, avocados, bananas, apples, citrus fruits. They're all alkaline farming. Quinoa, chia seeds. I make my own bread now, Earl. I m-
Mm.
I, I thought I had to give up bread because it's not one of those things that's good for us. But now I make my own bread. I use spelt flour, spelt flour, to make my own bread. Lentils, white beans, red beans, uh, almonds, walnuts, olive oil. I cook with grapeseed oil,
Mm.
cucumbers, celery, zucchini, all foods that have high water content in it. You know what else is a game changer? Uh, I'm eating watermelon is definitely a game changer for men's health. And I didn't touch on the men's health part about having ED, right? And so this is a podcast. We being real here.
Mm-hmm.
I struggle with
So for
ED.
everybody that don't know what ED is, what is ED?
It is erectile dysfunction, not being able to function properly. Uh, Sex, not yeah. It's your penis not being able to get hard.
Okay.
If I can say that, or erect. I'm sorry, or
It's
erect.
like,
And so I struggled with that for about a year and a half, and it was devastating, right? Like if I can't function as a man, to enjoy my wife and the blessings that God blessed me with, then that was a struggle. I know a guy who had prostate cancer, and he found out that it was too late for him. And when he found out he had to get all this male parts removed,
Oh wow.
and he couldn't function anymore as a man, his health declined rapidly. And so I didn't know at the time that was a reason why. I thought it was something else. But his wife revealed to me that his health declined rapidly because he couldn't perform as a man. And so it's super important to know that you can overcome erectile dysfunction with the proper foods that you eat, the seasonings. Look, basil, man, I like to flood my body with all good stuff, all cancer fighting stuff, right? And so basil is something that's really good. Garlic, um, what's the other one that I use all the time? Basil, garlic, I can't think of it, but it's
They say oregano have
oregano. Yes, oregano, all of those spices that you put into your food, it has a purpose for it. And so I I'm still doing all the research. And now that I must do this second book on health, I'm gonna do more research to have better, more answers for you. But in chapter 5 gives us a whole breakdown of the water, the herbs, and the food that we need to flood our bodies with. Like I haven't eaten any pork, any beef, or anything like that. Now, if I'm in a pinch, I'm going out somewhere, and my wife might have some salmon. I might eat a 1 or 2 pieces of that. But other than that, I'm like totally vegan, alkaline vegan. So, and all of those foods has helped my erectile dysfunction. I haven't struggled with that in over a year.
mm, okay, so eating the correct things, man, is so important, bro.
Life
What we
saving.
put in our mouth, like I said, a lot of things that we eat is nothing but that, right? We be
Right.
eating things that just really just harming us, man.
Yes.
Um, and going through this, bro, Like I said, we really appreciate you, Shane. And I know that was personal to you, but we needed to hear that, right? Us
Yeah.
fellas, because that was just us fellas. Us fellas needed to hear that to let us know the importance of it, bro. Like,
Right.
look, but this can be daily, right? Like I said, Greg was a success story, right?
Yeah.
Other
Yes.
people, everybody ain't so lucky, man. Everybody
Yeah.
ain't so lucky. So with you coming with the recipes, man, coming with the meals, help us out, bro. Because like I said, we want to transition over, right? Was this a hard transition for your family? Did everyone eat like you? Or it's like 50-50, like she cooked separately for you and the family eat their own meals.
Yeah. Well, right now, me and my wife are empty nesters, right? Our kids are gone. So she cooks her meals, I cook my meals. Now she is not a vegan yet. I'm stressing yet. Uh, but I'm working on it. She actually has a nutrition coach who helps her with prepare her meals, give her the types of good meat, the less fat meats, and all of the things that'll be productive to her body, right? And so most doctors don't recommend like the vegan lifestyle. You know, they say you need the protein, but the protein comes with the hemp seeds and the walnuts and the avocados and all of those different things. So you could get protein. You just have to eat a good bit of it without having the meat. And so actually, I go back to my urologist next month, and so I'll do all my testing. I do my testing yearly to make sure my levels are staying down. Another thing that was very helpful for me on this journey is talking with your primary care physician to get you set up with a urologist so you could know specifically what it is that's going on with your body, with your male parts, and all of those different things. That's been a real blessing to have a urologist uh, meet with meet with me every year.
Mm, and a lot of us don't have our personal
Right.
doctor, and that's the thing. Like I said, man, you hitting on a lot of perms, my brother. You hitting on a lot of perms. I know the fellas listening. You know what I mean? It's just what we need. It's just what we need to wake us up, bro. Just what we need to wake us up. All right, man. I know we kept you over the time that we said, brother. Um, hey, but you really helped us out, bro. You really helped us out with the information that you give. This show, my brother, was created to uplift people in the community that doing positive things, and it was created just for that, bro. And what we gonna do right now, man, we gonna clap you up. Let's clap them 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 up. Say, bro, we want to say thank you and we proud of you, man. Like I said, you always did great things, Greg. You know what I mean? So, like I said, just one more thing that we just adding on to the things that you did in life, bro. And like I said, it's always helping somebody. That's all you do is help people, bro. So it's always helping people, and we really appreciate you. We don't take you for granted, man. Like I said, it is a pleasure to talk to you and know you, man. Keep going. Your journey is not forsaken, bro. It's gonna be remembered by you, my brother. So keep going, keep being strong.
Glory to God, man. That's all I can say is glory to Elohim, man. Elohim has been my rock, my foundation. Everything about me is because I serve a true and awesome and living God, and I'm I'm not anything without God. So thank you, God. Thank you, Elohim, for just guiding me and leading me and showing me the way and making me
Mhm.
a example. Right. My son told me something that was very touching. He said, Dad, if anybody could overcome this prostate cancer, it's you. And so that made me feel good as a father, right? To hear my son believe in me so much that you'll be able to get through this, Dad. Like you if it had to happen to anybody, I'm not glad, but it happened to you because I know you can do it and God knows you can do it. So glory to his name. Glory to his
Hey,
name.
hey,
Amen.
hey, man. We really appreciate you. What you say, Cal?
That's it, man. You know, I said we all cover family here, man. Like I said, I've been watching you do things with the restaurants and like you beat this cancer thing, man. Keep on fighting, man. You're a champ in my eyes, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
Mm. All right, all right, all right, y'all. All right, all right, all right, all right. Once again, let's crap. Let's clap them up. Let's clap them up. Let's clap them up. Let's clap them up, y'all. We appreciate you, bro. Keep going. You know you got to come back because, like I said,
Yeah.
look, you got to keep helping us, bro. And you
Yeah.
said you got book number 2 coming.
But look, you put it in my brain tonight. Like it's happening.
Let's
I'm
keep
doing some
manifesting.
more research.
Let's keep manifesting. Book number 2, we need that. We need the whole set, man.
Amen.
Let's get this journey together, man. We're proud of you, bro. Keep growing. You gotta come back. You gotta come back and help us out. And you know what I'm thinking about? We need to have like a men's day or a men's month or something to where we have these conversations more often, man. We need to have
Yeah.
these conversations more often. So help me think about something to where we, you know what I mean? We have these conversations, bro. We have people that like we can set aside a show probably every other month or every third where we sit down and we talk about men's health, what we should do, what we should eat, how we should be exercising. Let's make that a priority. Let's make
Wow.
that a priority.
That would be awesome. And look, I am actually meeting with uh, the Prostate Cancer Foundation. I was talking with them. I shared my video with me, and they canceled the meeting and said, "Hey, we want our whole marketing team to be in this meeting." So we canceled it until next week. So man, God is moving. You saying what you're saying, and just things that are happening right now. Wow, I feel honored that God is using me in this way because wow, I feel it. I feel it. And so, man, any way I could help, any way I could serve, I'm here. That's what I'm here for.
Hey, we need you, brother. We need you. That's what I'm talking about. We got your wife always advocating.
Yeah,
All right, Kajalia John. Y'all say what's up, Kajalia. Y'all say what's up to Kajalia. Kajalia been doing her job as a
yeah.
wife. She been advocating since the show started.
Oh
All
wow,
right,
wow.
hey, get the book
Yes,
on Amazon. Get the book on Amazon. Tried and approved. All right, faith fight heal, man.
yes,
Come on
yes,
now. Y'all
yes.
see the book. Y'all look, we're gonna make sure we get us a book. Definitely, bro. I'm
Amen.
gonna try to,
Yeah.
yeah, we gonna support you, brother. I'm gonna make
Thank
sure my
you.
wife ordered that book, but we're gonna get the book for everybody that didn't see it. The information is right there. Y'all know that's Kajalia Jones, but we got a husband here, man. That's Gregory Jacobs. You know what I mean? Our dog is in the building once again, 1996 on. Let's get that understood. That's how we speak to Kevin. You know what I mean? We remind him that we are 96. We remind him, bro. We are
I
96,
Yes.
said
man.
it
You
earlier.
know what I
It's
mean?
all about Carver. We all came from the same hallways.
Hey, he
We ran
do.
around from the same principals. We had the same teachers.
Oh
Had the
Lord. Anyway. All right, Greg. Once again, thank you, bro, my brother. We salute you, bro. And you see, we got a mission now. We got a
Yes.
mission. We gotta come
Yes.
back.
Yes. I'm here anytime.
All right, my brother.
All right.
We'll see
Peace.
you. All
salute
right,
you,
love.
man.
Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Told y'all
Hey,
we had
y'all.
two great guests for y'all. Did I tell y'all that? I thought I was lying to y'all, man. But look, I see it. Look, 9:58, bro. It's 9:58 again. We had two guests, and they really took up the show like they're supposed to, right? I have all these extra topics, and we wanted to talk about them, but we had two guests. And y'all know how it is when we have company. We had company, and look, y'all did good. Kevin embarrassed me. He had one technical difficulty, and he was all right. He was right back. That's all right, man. Kevin did good. But look,
Kevin
y'all
Love.
make sure.
Feedback.
Go ahead.
Somebody else had feedback on the other end. My mic been muted for a long time.
Wait, what?
You got feedback on your Instagram.
Kevin, you said I have feedback?
Yeah, my mic been on. My mic been disconnected for about an hour. So I know it ain't me.
Something is, but it's okay. We about to end the show. It's okay. It's okay, bro. All right, but like once again, man, y'all get the book on Amazon, man. Get the book on Amazon. Tried and approved. Fate Fight, Fate Fight Heal, man. Come on now, y'all get the book. Like y'all heard, right? The benefit is for us men, bro, and just for the lady awareness, just for them to know. I mean, ladies get it. Y'all should want to get it because, like I said, y'all have husbands, y'all have men. So y'all should want to know what's going on with us men. And y'all can help us out with the telltale signs. You understand what I'm saying? So y'all get the book, bro. We're real proud of Gregory. He doing this thing, bro. He's an author now, and he got a purpose. He's living with a purpose. And nothing like finding your purpose in life. And nothing like finding your purpose in life and just going full steam ahead with it. All right, Kel. All right, let's go ahead on. Do you have anything, my brother, before we get off this show?
No, man, I got a we had a great show, man. Appreciate all the blessings. Appreciate everybody that came on. Appreciate everybody shared their story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's heartbreaking. Like I said, I lost my dad to prostate cancer. So, I know it's going through. As far as the family, you know, they're going through that. Not the person who has it, but
Okay, brother. What we had the rundown of the show. We had birthdays, we had shout outs, and we had prayers. All right, then. So look, let's get happy birthday to everybody who birthday today, man. Shout out to your happy birthday. Happy birthday to everybody who birthday today. Shout out to you. All right. Kev, let's get the prayers out the way. Let's end the show with a nice prayer, my brother.
dear Heavenly Father, I come to you tonight. Ask you to cover my friends, my family, my loved ones, the ones that's ill, the ones that's healthy. In your son Jesus' blood, you know, I come to you and ask you for prayers to make sure we make the journey that you have planned, the path that you have planned and faithfully walk them. I pray that you hold them in your hand and keep them covered. In your son Jesus' name.
Amen, 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 man. Look, like I said, y'all know it's season 4. We said we was doing more, so we added prayer. We added prayer to the show, right? Because we
Well,
added
sir,
God to our plan. You know, a plan without God is not a plan. So we added God to our plan to make sure our plan will be successful, bro. We all need prayer. Nobody exempt from life trials and tribulations. You understand? We all go through it. All us going through something. Nobody life is perfect. You understand? So we all need prayer. Let's pray for each other. Let's help one another. Today was a great show. Once again, I would like to thank our guest, Miss Cindy Wynn. And we also had Gregory Jacobs Jr. We had 2 awesome guests. They had great information for us, and they both said they'll be coming back. All right. We try to provide substance for y'all on the show. Yeah, we can laugh all day, but ain't nothing funny if you're a dummy. So that's why we try to provide substance. Every show we laugh, but we provide some substance. We growing over here, and it's intentional. So I love y'all. Thank y'all. Come back next week. We still got this pepper letter. We got pepper letters on top of pepper letters, y'all. We one show we're gonna do 2. But right now we got guests and they want to come back. So we're gonna
right.
keep welcoming our guests back and we're gonna keep having these great shows. I love y'all, Kev, love y'all. Y'all already know what's the name of the show. All
All
love
love.
over here.
We
We
salute
out,
y'all.
man. We see y'all next week on time. Don't be late like somebody we know. Y'all be on time, man. We love y'all. Peace, man. We out. My dog. You gotta end it right. Yeah.